Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy Saturday! So happy to be here with you. We are working on this fantastic little candy corn popcorn basket. So when I was looking for Halloween candy and things like that, I found this really cool bag of drizzled popcorn by Sweet Chaos. And this one's drizzled with a sweet candy corn frosting. So it has like orange and yellow drizzle over the top of the popcorn. And I found it at my local dollar store. And so I took the clear envelopes that we have and I cut the top off where the adhesive part is, and I cinched it and I attached it together with this wild wheat ribbon. So this is like a little bag of popcorn. And then I made with a template, which the template will be available at the end of next week when I'm done with all of my projects. All of this year's Halloween projects will be in one PDF that you can purchase at the end of the week. And so I have all these little patterns that I used, and we're going to put it together today. But I'm going to show you how to make this really cute little popcorn, candy corn popcorn basket. And I even have a cute little candy corn tag. And the candy corn from there came right out of the Tricks and Treats. So you can make a candy corn. Here's the candy corn, and there's the bottom and the top. It's really fun. And let's go ahead and get started. All right. So I'm just going to put him off to the side right there. I had to give him a little mustache because I just thought he needed a little something. And I really enjoy creating these little creatures, and I just thought he needed a mustache. I don't know, that's just what I thought. But we're gonna go ahead and get started first with the box. So I have to grab my notes because I design all my boxes from scratch. I measure what I'm gonna put in them, and then I make the box. So I have my notes right here. I just want to make sure I don't mess up on you. And all right. So I have my candy corn pieces. I don't want those. Okay. So you need 2 pieces that are 6 by 4.5 inches. And he's a fairly large holder basket. So I didn't want to use a 12 by 12. So in order to do that, I cut 2 pieces for this box bottom. And I'll show you. So we're going to score them exactly the same, each piece, okay? So we're going to lay the long side. I always do the long side first. So the 6-inch side across the top. And we're going to score at 2 inches and 5.5. Okay, and then I'm going to rotate it a 1/4 of a turn so that the short side, the 4.5-inch side, is across the top, and I'm going to score it at 2. And I'm going to do the same thing again. So at 2 and 5.5, rotate a 1/4 turn and score at 2. Okay. We're going to go ahead and burnish on all the sides. There's one. All right, so now you have your 2 sides. I'm going to show you how we're going to cut, okay? This piece here we don't need, the bottom skinny rectangle. It's shorter than the one on the top, so we don't need that one, okay? We're going to get rid of that. And we're going to get rid of it also on this side. Gone. Okay. Now we're going to attach these 2 pieces together. So this is going to be the tab. So I'm going to go ahead and miter it just to get the bulk out of the way. Okay, and I'm gonna miter the other side as well. All right, so let's grab our silicone mat. I like to use that whenever I'm using glue. And we're gonna attach some glue right here, okay? So this is basically gonna go inside like that into the box, okay? So I'm gonna turn this. And I'm gonna put it on the back of it. Come on, there we go. And I'm gonna butt this up directly to it like this, okay? Because remember, we're gonna make this like it's one piece. All right, so there it is. Just wanna make sure that we're nice and even, that it's not, whoops, I didn't mean to move it completely, but there it is. I didn't mean to slightly. I just wanted to make sure my tops are even, because if they're not, it's not gonna sit real well. So I'm gonna check the other side and make sure that my pieces are, and they are. Okay, so now we're gonna put glue on this next piece that's also curved, or mitered, I mean. This little tab right here, okay? And we're gonna attach it and just make sure that it's even. Okay, now all of these seams have to be cut. So I'm gonna cut on both sides of my line, which is what I like to do because I like to have a little bit of some bulk removed where they meet. That one's already there because remember we attached it. Now we just gotta cut the other one. So what you're gonna do to one, you're gonna do to the other side, and then you're gonna attach the two of them together. You could cut these prior, or you can wait until you've connected it like I have. So now this forms our box bottom, and that's the closure, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, and they overlap slightly, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of adhesive where they overlap and let them go ahead and grab. And then I'm gonna put adhesive on one of these sides. And I'm gonna bring it down, which will help square my box a little bit. I'm gonna close that without putting adhesive for right now and just get the bottom to stick. All right, so there is that. So now we can put the final adhesive now that our box is squared off. All right. And again, I'm gonna turn it and I'm gonna press down with my bone folder. That helps to bond it. So this is our basket bottom, okay? I'm gonna get rid of these little scraps that we cut away. And that's how you make the bottom of the basket. All right, so now we're gonna work on our candy cane guys, okay? So I have cut, or I have traced my template onto a piece of pumpkin pie and thick basic white. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my paper snip, sorry for the noise. The holder that it was in just fell over, but that's okay. So once you've traced your pattern, you wanna cut those out. This is a fairly simple pattern. Okay, so there's one. Let's do the other one. And again, I will have this pattern along with all the other paper piecing patterns that I have designed during 2023 Halloween project weeks and they'll all be together. And you can also buy last year's as well. I'll release them both at the same time. All right, so there's those. Okay, so one is going to be the back and one is going to be the front, but I want them to make sure that they line up and they're the same. Let's see, this is the wrong way, this way. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to erase any lines that may be on here. That's the most important part. And now we're gonna cut our stripes on our cotton candy. I mean cotton candy. Oh my goodness, candy corn. Cotton candy, not. All right, so this is the bottom stripe. Okay, the yellow stripe on the candy corn. I'm using Daffodil Delight, and I've just used scraps to do this with. And here is the orange stripe. And again, I'm going to erase any pencil marks. Well, I will if I can find my eraser. All right, it's here on my desk. I just had it. I just gotta, I gotta find it. I'm trying to clean up the mess that I made by knocking over that piece. That's probably what, there it is. All right, so I just have a small, tiny eraser in my hand. So I just want to make sure to get the pencil marks off. And I think I'm good on the orange. I don't think I have any there. Maybe on this side. All right, so you want to line those up with your pattern. Okay, so I gotta find my bottom. I'm gonna flip these over because I don't want that pencil mark to show if they're there. So we'll put it this way, and then this will go on top like this. And then we'll trim any excess. So we'll start with the yellow piece, the daffodil. And I did cut it a little bit longer than the pattern. So you want to extend it out just a smidge so that you have something to overlap, right? Something for the orange. You don't want it to butt right up against it in case you're off with your cutting. So just cut it a little longer than the pattern. And I'll have that written on the instructions, of course. All right, so there's our yellow layer. And then we'll make sure I have the right side. So I put the adhesive on the right side. There we go. Okay. And we'll do the orange. This is the pumpkin pie layer. All right. So I want to slide this up, and then I'll trim off any excess that I have left over once everything is good. I want to make sure that we're straight, that we're good to go. All right. And we're just going to make sure that it's nice and good. Now I'm going to flip to the other side, excuse me, and I'm going to trim off any excess. I want, because it will show from the back side of the basket. I don't want the excess to show on the white. So I'm just gonna go around, and if anything is sticking out, I have a tiny bit of the yellow. Of course, when you cut, it's never perfect, right? So I just clean it up, just go along the edge and round it out and make it look nice. Because when we trace and cut, we're not always perfect, but we have this nice template to follow. Okay, so we're gonna have there's our candy corn for the front and for the back. All right, I'm gonna put the one for the back over here out of the way. All right, so now we're gonna put our little face on our on our candy corn dude, okay? So for the face, I have a mouth, or not a mouth, a mustache, sorry, that I have cut out. So that's done already. I have 2 1/2-inch basic black punch pieces out of circle punches. I have 2 1-inch white circle punch pieces, and then I have 2 1 1/4-inch pumpkin pie. And then for the nose, I freehand cut it. But if you have this punch, which is part of the inked and tiled punch pack, you have a shape that's similar to the size that you need. So you can just work your way around this piece and cut kind of like an ovalish nose by kind of cutting off those point pieces. And then once you have it done, you just have to oval it-ish. Oh, not oval it. I didn't mean ish. You have to oval it a little bit. And it's never going to be perfect, but nobody's nose is perfect unless you've had plastic surgery. And even then you may not think it's perfect, but I just wanted to have some really cute coloring around my nose, and I think just free form is best. All right, so there's an oval. See how I cut those away. All right, so now we're gonna take our pumpkin pie and a blending brush. I'm just gonna go in it a little bit, and I'm gonna work my way around and add some color to my candy corn all the way around. And I think that is so cute to have just that little bit of pop. We're also going to do it around the nose. Around the eyes. Obviously it won't show around the mustache, so we're not putting it there, but we're going to go around the eyes here. The whites of the eyes anyway. And once I've cut the lids, we'll do it around the lid. All right. Let me close this before I stick my hand in there. All right, so to do the lids, I didn't want it exactly centered. I wanted it to be a little lower than center. So I'm gonna go center and then go a little lower, and then I'm gonna cut straight across. Then all I'm gonna do is take my other one and hold it right up against that other circle so that they're the same, the lids. And then these little pieces can get discarded. And then we're gonna do the same thing that we did with the eyes. We're gonna go around the lids. Add that little pop of color. So cute. Now, I also did this around the handle, which I've already done ahead of time. The handle is 3/4 of an inch of pumpkin pie by 11 inches. Okay, so there's the handle. All right, I think that's all of that part that we need to do. So now we're going to attach everything together. So there's the nose. Okay, the eyes, let's work on the eyes. All right, so for the eyes, I'm going to glue these 2 black pieces to the inside. So I'm going to use my just multi-purpose. Grab my tweezer. And I wanted the eyes kind of close to the edge, so I put it right there on the edge. I wanted him to be kind of cross-eyed. I just thought it was funny. Or fun. Whimsical. And then when he has that little mustache, it's just cute because he's just like cartoony. All right. So now that I have that part done, what I want to do is I'm going to add mini dimensionals over the eye area. We're going to use 3 side by side. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so this is where the lids are gonna go, okay? Let me grab my take your pick tool. And we're gonna pull the backs off. All right, so those lids that we have sponged, we're gonna add those, and you kind of want the eye. I'm gonna show you this guy, okay? See how he is? So you want to kind of come down so that you can't see, but a little bit more than half of the eye. And you're gonna push that onto those dimensionals, okay? We're gonna do the other one. Same thing, just a little more than half for that eye. So cute, right? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. All right, next we're gonna add 2 dimensionals, regular ones, to the backs of those. And we'll remove the backing. All right, and we're gonna bring the little face up here. I'm gonna use my adhesive and make sure there's no glue anywhere that doesn't need to be. All right, so now we're gonna add the eyes. So the eyes are near the white layer, okay, up here near the white part. And I want them close together, so I'm kind of holding them near each other. It's okay if they almost overlap or if they do slightly, but you want those lids up on this white section. It helps to make them pop out a lot better. So there's his little eyes. Isn't he so cute? All right, now I'm gonna put dimensionals on his mustache. And you guys know I use a lot of dimensionals, so don't be surprised by this craziness of mine, okay? And then for these pieces, I'm just gonna use ends. So I have some end pieces. And I'm just gonna cut 1, and then let's cut the other one. All right, so there's his little mustache. Yes, it's a lot of dimensionals. His nose is also gonna get dimensionals. I'm gonna put them at the top so that the mustache can kind of fit underneath. So those will go there. All right, let's remove the backs of, let's put his nose next. They're kind of butted right up. The nose is butted right up underneath the eyes, okay? And then when we remove these, let's get rid of those first, those long pieces. All right. His little mustache is so cute. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna kind of tuck that up under there like that. This one's a little more narrow than the first one that I did. It's okay, he's so funny. All right, so there's my little cuteness. So now we're gonna do the handle, And here's the back. I just want to make sure I still have it the same way. Okay, I'm going to set him off to the side. So for the handle, what you want to do is you want to grab your bone folder. This is the side that I've highlighted, so I want that up. And then we're just going to give it a nice curl. See, that bone folder helps to curl that end. So we're going to attach the handle onto our basket. So we need some wet adhesive, just like that. Okay, and we're going to hold that in place just for a second. Get it to bond. Once it grabs, we can let go. There we go. And now we're going to do the other side. So put some wet adhesive and get that handle to grab. If you're going to put anything heavy in here, I would suggest that you use a brad to hold the handles in place, because that way they won't go anywhere. It'll help strengthen it a lot more. But this glue is super strong, so you can put a decent amount, but for this popcorn that we're doing, this is all we need. So I'm going to go ahead and put my popcorn inside. All right, so now we're going to do the gluing of my candy corn. So first we're going to put the guy on the front. So I'm just putting the glue on the front of our basket. And I want him to be near the bottom. And I'm going to stand it up so he's straight. Okay? And then for the back, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just put my adhesive onto the box. And then we're going to add our candy corn, our pumpkin pie one to the back. And I just want to make sure that it's even. So I'm going to look from the front, and it looks pretty good. And it's standing nicely. So I'm just going to push that down like that. I'm going to put it off to the side. We're going to work on our tag next. So I've used the tailor-made tags, some essentials, basic essentials, twine in the black and white gingham ribbon, and then these are the pieces that you die cut from these dies. So here's the candy corn in pumpkin pie. Whoops, here's the bottom, which is the daffodil, and the top, which is the white. So that's the candy corn piece, okay? I've also die cut the word boo, if I can find it. I don't know what I did with it now. Oh, here it is. That's also in this set. Here it is, see? So I've die cut the word boo. And then the tags, if you haven't seen them, this is what they look like. I used the second largest of the ones that are more angled, not the rounded ones. And first I'm gonna attach the word boo to the bottom. Come on, there we go. I didn't see any glue on there. Of course, it's harder to see because it's white on white. But I just want to make sure that I got some out of the bottle. All right. Grab my tweezer. We're going to put the word boo at the bottom. So cute. I love that little word boo. And now we're going to attach these pieces onto our candy corn. So we're going to put the Daffodil Delight layer on the bottom. This is a great die. Make sure I have the right side. Yeah, I do. And then we're going to put our white top. And I found these little googly eyes also at my dollar store in the craft section. And they have all different colors. And so the littlest ones are purple, so it's gonna have purple. There's one. There's two. Okay. Make sure they're closed so I don't have googly eyes everywhere. All right. So we're gonna add those. I'm gonna put 2 dots there for that. And we're just gonna pick these little guys up and attach them. They stick a little bit off the side, but that's okay. Just make sure that you have it near that white and orange layer half and half. And then, come on. I don't know if I put enough glue. Let me put more glue. I don't think I did. There we go. Then we're going to take our black Stampin' Up marker and we're going to draw on this little cute googly-eyed candy corn. We're going to give it a mouth over here. Cute. And then 2 little eyebrows. So cute. And then I'm going to use my dimensionals on the back. 2 should be fine. I'm holding it up because the eyes are not fully set yet. I don't want to flip it over. And then we're going to attach I'm going to put him straight up on our tag. So cute. I love it. Okay, so we're going to put this piece of black twine through the hole of the tag. And then I'm going to join the 2 ends together. Wrap around my finger. And pull. And then trim off the end. It's about 6 inches of twine, and I think this is about 8 inches of black and white gingham. Let me see. Oh no, 10 inches of ribbon, 6 inches of twine. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that knot and pull it to the back of the tag. Okay, and that'll be ready to go on to the basket. So you're gonna stand your basket up and you're going to bring your cord around. And then you're gonna tie a knot. And once you've done your loose knot, you're going to take your twine and bring it through. Okay, and let that dangle down like that. And then you can tie your bow. Okay. That kind of brings it through there. You don't have to worry about it. And we're going to loosen our bow. And then you have the cute little twine hanging tag on the side. Like that. Let me trim the ends of my bow. I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors actually and make it cute. All right, I'm gonna put my tag back on the side. All right, let me throw away these little ends of our ribbon. I'll bring in my products again so that you guys can see what I used today. I hope that you enjoyed the process. I always have fun with you guys and, you know, designing projects for you. I'm gonna put these dimensionals away before I have a mess everywhere. Okay, so tailor-made tags and the Tricks and Treats bundle. Here is our little fella down, and I'll have this one standing up. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you missed yesterday's project, I made the cutest Halloween card with a lollipop, so a Halloween lollipop card, and you can catch that right up here. And I hope to see you on Sunday for another project. Thanks for being here with me. I appreciate all the likes, comments, and subs, And I appreciate having you with me. If there's anything that you would like to see, you have a week left, give me an idea and I'll try and do it if I can. I do have some projects already planned, but let me know and I will see you tomorrow. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!